So Gordon, we just talked about the CITO integration.
Yeah.
Let's maybe talk about the third leg of the stool, which is the CMO, whose desire is to drive new revenue, reduce churn, and deliver new services. How do you see that, the CMO role, fitting in with the CIO and CTO role?
Well, it's certainly increasingly more powerful and more active in the conversations. I think the days of the passive marketing director in terms of accepting they can't launch services are well gone. The CMOs today typically are P&L owners and are very driven to try and offer and differentiate their services, as well as give a different kind of customer experience at the same time. So increasingly important, very much at board level, and looking to get very active into, I want to launch these kind of services, this is why I need to do it, remove the barriers from the IT and the network, which stops me launching fast, potentially failing quickly, but actually understanding that I can get these out to my customer. Very powerful. Another role we're also starting to see evolve, and this is quite nascent, however, is a chief digital officer. And sometimes there's an evolution for the CMO, but really trying to challenge the organization in terms of how can I digitize everything that I do, including how I reach out to their enterprise customers, like in automotive and these sort of things, and help those organizations digitize their value chain. So that's an interesting role which is starting to come into the service providers as well.
Okay. And with respect to CRM with Siebel, Oracle Siebel, you've got a big system that's been around for a long time, and one of the big buzzwords here is agility. And so how is Oracle addressing the need for speed in terms of some of your existing product systems and activation systems to be able to meet the demands for this chief digital officer?
Well, I mean, a couple of ways, and we've been doing this for many, many years. I mean, partially, one of the reasons that we're able to address the pace of process is because we have successfully delivered on the strategy of building out the portfolio that we have. It actually puts a lot of emphasis onto us to think through the processes as they cross between different products. Often, many of the things which used to delay processes in service providers was the integration between these components, which perhaps didn't work in the way that would be ideal in terms of pace, integrity, and quality of those interactions. Well, actually, we've got a great responsibility to think that through because they're all under our roof. And so what we're doing and working with people like the Telemanagement Forum is to really think through those processes, think through the data which needs to support them, and then effectively productize that within all these different components. And think much more in terms of solutions, which is where business processes just happen to pass through many products. And it's actually about the pace of the business process versus just one little component within one little product. And so that's one of the things that we need to have to do. And I think we're making tremendous progress in terms of how that works.